Hello and welcome to my Merkava. And here you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Merkava MK2D Tier 7 main battle tank. If you look at it, the curved frontal armour looks like it can ricochet a lot of the shells, and so does the side. Firstly, we will look at the base damage, which is 462, and a penetration of 600mm, which isn't too bad. The damage per minute is 4,638. This is the approximate damage based on the initial ammo you spawn in the game with, which in the Merkava's case is armor piercing saber rounds, also known as APF SDS. The reload time is 8.5 seconds, and the max speed is 65 kilometers an hour, which is roughly around about 40 miles an hour, and it goes from 0 to 32 kilometers in 9.89 seconds. The vehicle mass is 53 tons, and the hull traverse is 27.86 degrees a second. The turret traverses at 33.99 degrees a second. Now moving on to the camouflage. The camouflage on the front is 18%, as well as 13% at the sides and rear. This is the value your vehicle has if it hasn't fired and is stationary. Also, this is before taking into any account of bonuses you may have on the vehicle or commander. The view range is 415 meters and is the same as above, before any bonuses applied. The aim time is just under 2 seconds as standard. Now moving on to the vehicle's ammo types. Just to note that the ammo is in a 4-round auto reloader with a 3-second delay between each shot, and it takes 8.29 seconds to reload each round, so this totals up to around about 33 seconds from empty to a full clip. The first of these ammos are armor piercing sabers. These are able to penetrate most conventional armor and ERA armor. The penetration decreases at a longer range, so the armor piercing saber rounds is better used at medium to close range. The damage of these is 416 to 509 and has a 600mm penetration, with an aim time of 2.3 seconds and a reload time of 8.5 seconds. Now moving on to heat. This ammo is best used against thinner armors because it loses effectiveness against applique and ERA type armor. The damage of the heat is 450 to 687 with a penetration of 500mm. It's got the same aim time and reload time as the saber round, but heat has some bonuses as follows: max damage bonus of 25% and a fire bonus damage of 300%. So if you hit an enemy tank in the engine or fuel tank, you are 300% more likely to cause a fire, and has a bonus module damage of 25%. This is great for ammo racking. Now moving on to the ATGMs. This is a manually guided barrel launched missile with bonus damage to thinner armors and is able to penetrate ERA armor. It loses effectiveness against applique armor. The damage is 383 to 608 and has a penetration of 800mm. It has a reload speed of 8.5 seconds, but no aim time as it is a manual guided missile, which isn't too bad for a tier 7 premium main battle tank. Now moving on to the vehicle's armor. It has 3,350 hit points, and is really good for a tier 7 tank. The front, side and rear are as follows: 350mm, 75mm and 85mm, with a hull composition of steel for more defense. The turret front, side and rear are 800mm, 80mm and 63mm. Now we're going to move on to the Merkava's history. The Merkava MK2D is a 4th generation Mark II with additional armour plates comparable to the Mark IV on the chassis and turret. Now we're going to move on to some PvE. So here we are in PvE Operation watchdog. Now when we get into game, I will go through all ammo types and also the general basics of the game, such as objectives, module damages and what the modules are. So we load off with a full clip of armor penetrating saber rounds. Now, as you see on the top right hand corner, we have our objectives as well as our secondary objectives, and in the bottom right hand corner is our map. Along the bottom is our medical kits, first aid, field repair kit and our extinguisher, which are used in PvP, not PvE, and our ammo types. If you see on the screen, I have an eye just above the ammo type. This is because I have been spotted. Also, we have our tank on the left hand side with our hit points. The blue represents the steel composition. And there we go. Within 3 seconds, the tank is gone. And there's the second tank gone. So yeah, also we have an eye icon on the bottom left hand side of the screen. If you watch it, it will increase and decrease. This means how much I am detected or how hard it is for me to be detected. And you see there, I got an overmatch. That means I did half the damage I would normally do. Now moving on to some heat rounds, and as you can see, I am ricocheting quite a lot of shells off the front of this tank. Oof, nice, I did 587 damage there. And as you see, our secondary objective is done. So I'm going to move slowly up to the objective here. So with that heat round, I nearly did maximum damage of 687. Well, as you see, there is a tank down here, so I will go down here and see if I can destroy it, as my guys there are holding the primary objective. I want to be a little bit cautious because I don't know where the enemy are. Oh, there's one. Oh, he got killed before I could take him out. But yeah, I still will be cautious as I cannot see any enemies and I don't want to be ambushed by anything unforgiven. As you see, the graphics are very good for the 1S. I'm unfortunately not on the 1X. I wish I was. Also, if you hide in bushes and trees while stationary, your reticle at the bottom with the camo will mean you will not be seen as easy. Now, as you see there, I ricocheted some shells, but I don't see where the enemy is. Speaking of the enemy, there he is right now, and he's gone. So let's go and try and find this tank that was down here. Oh, there you go. It is a swing fire. And unfortunately for me, my turret wouldn't go any further down, so it means I have to sneak up a bit. And there you go. He is dead. Now as we move up here, I will change to ATGMs to showcase them while I have a chance. That noise means that there's enemies in the objective. And here you go, there's one of the secondaries right there. It is a helicopter. Let's take this out. Oh my god, I missed. And again, I missed. King of Potato Aim is here. Now it's really important to do these secondaries because you get more XP and credits at the end of the game.
Don't let them escape. And another down. Keep your eyes peeled. They still have choppers in the sky.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come round the back of the enemy and hopefully surprise them with some missiles right up their rear. Sorry about that, I just had to adjust my headset. As you can see, I've been spotted, but they are focused on my teammates at the front. Didn't even stand a chance. I love this 4-rack auto reloader. And for some reason, I do not like that lamppost. Oof. Good night.
They were trying to divide our forces and it worked. Get over there now, Black Company, or all is lost.
Now we have our third objective on our primary and our third objective on our secondary. So as you can see, I'm still on full health. I've ricocheted every shell thrown at me so far.
There it is. They're trying to hit it from both sides. We're going to need everyone here if we're hoping to make it through this.
Now moving on to some armor piercing saber rounds. So I want to showcase these a little bit more.
Nice work, Black Company. Now focus on Alpha.
Ah, potato aim again. Haha. Oof. Right through that swing fire. And as you see there, I got hit by the ATGM. That hit me pretty hard. Good night. I really love saber rounds. Oh, wow. I wanted to track him, but that did not work. Oh god, please do not shoot me in the rear. I will not be happy. My teammate got that kill there, but I still get XP and credits for that. Now as you see in the bottom left, my track is now damaged, which means I am a little bit slower. And it seems that this tank is a bit weak in the turret traverse.
Target eliminated.
And my sight got taken out too. And there we go guys, we have completed that PvE match. So after we get out of this game, I'll show you how much credits and XP I got. And that's just with some premium time, no insignias or boosts. I had quite fun there with that. The saber rounds did really good, the heat rounds did amazing, and my personal favourite was the ATGMs. And once we get out of here, I will show you the credits and XP I did get, and I will be going over to my last part of this video, which is my review on the Merkava MK2D Tier 7 Premium Battle Tank. And here we go, it's just loading out now. "1,000 years later." Sorry, I had to do some SpongeBob meme right there. So here we go, I did 5k damage with 6 kills and 6 assists. I was third on the leaderboard. And I got 2.8k XP and 101,000 credits. And here it is guys, the Merkava MK2D Tier 7 Premium Battle Tank. Now what I think of this tank is, it looks like it's got a lot of potential in it. It did ricochet a lot of shells from the front and side, may I add. Seems like it's a little bit weak in the hull traverse and the turret traverse and against ATGMs. All in all, I think it's a well-rounded tank and is definitely worth the buy of 5,500 gold in game. It has the potential to make you a lot of credits.